All right, guys, we're back out here today. We've got a test set up, and I'm going to show it to you. It's a 2.5 14-karat gold ring, piece of iron nail, colonial iron from the 1700s from the States. Another 1700s nail laying out here, elevated up above the gold ring. Very simple test, very visual test, and we could set this scenario up in the ground. But we're going to do it today where you guys can actually see what's going on. And the question is there a difference between FBS 2 in the CTX 3030 and Multi-IQ Plus or 2 or whatever Minelab's calling the technology in the Manticore? Now, with that being said, you know, these are two Minelab machines, and some people watch these videos with great skepticism. I don't work for Minelab. Actually, Minelab sent me a Manticore early on, and I was one of the first ones in the United States to have one, and I showed a problem, and that kind of killed my relationship with them. If you go into your Manticore and you see the stabilizer setting, you know why that's there? Because of me. I went to showing that this machine on release had a problem with iron faults, and they put a stabilizer setting in it. You can go check it out. And it corrected that problem. And they corrected the problem with that update. They flew people to the United States and looked at the iron faults and problem. They corrected it. They got on the ball. Kudos to Minelab. Manticore, awesome machine. World leader in my opinion. And I'm going to show you the CTX. And we're going to look at it over this test. And we're going to look at the screen. We'll look at the settings. And, you know, for you CTX users out there, you know, I've been doing a series of videos and I've kind of been going back and forth with a couple of guys. And what I really find odd is not the back and forth. I've been doing this for years, okay? And I know there's always back and forth, and somebody always gets butt hurt when their favorite detector gets showed getting beat. But what I find odd is nobody's light bulb from that clan has come on and said, you know what, Calabash, yeah, you're not a CT user expert like we are, but what you're showing is very interesting, and yeah. So where is that at in the CTX Manticore, you know, dialogue that we're having back and forth? Well, I'm going to show you something today, guys. We finally got the CTX. We had to go in and lower it down in the iron tone bin, and I'm running combined tones. That's what I like. And we're going to run combined tones today, and I'll just go ahead and show you what we got here. So we got coins, and we're going to go into the edit button. We're going to go down and look at the tone ID profile. You see where I got it ran. We're going to come back out of there, and we're going to go down to recovery fast is on. And somebody will have something to say about that too. So we're going to open up the screen. We're going to test it. But you guys, look at this. You guys be the judge. Look at this. I'll show you the sensitivity setting, and it's not a super depth test, so we'll get the machine stable. And I just want you guys to see this. I mean, please pay attention to this test. I mean, and you guys have seen the unmasking test video that I did yesterday on a high conductive target. Well, this is a mid to low conductive target, and I'll show you the settings on the Manticore. Nothing spectacular, basic stuff on that we hunt with on this. This 28, you know, lowering this down into the Ferris range. Can you use it here? I don't know, but some guys across the pond was running it like that, so they're experienced CTX users, and that's how we're going to test it from here on out. Gold ring. Notice coil speed, coil height. Can I get it if I wiggle? Well, let's try that, but we don't metal detect wiggling. That is one thing about detector testing, or even compare detectors in the field. Your buddy finds a target, you go over and wiggle over it. You want it, can you find it on a sweep speed? Granny. Normal. Wiggle. Now notice that. You see the screen? I mean, you guys, look where it's IDing. Look at where it's coming in at. Let's see where this ring comes in just without that. We'll put it back. You guys, I'm just going to move this thing around here and let's look at it. You guys stay tuned. Okay, you guys see where it comes in. 1217 it looks like. All right, let's lay it back in there. We're going to just tuck it right up against the white thing so we know where it's at. So if I take it out for the Manticore, we know where it's at. Slow. Coming this way, slow. It's normal. I want to show you one more thing that I find really wild. Watch this one. What just happened there? It went silent. So you don't even know that anything is under the coil. That one I've not quite figured out yet. That is very problematic when the detector quits detecting. You know, you can see it on the screen, but that's not the deal. Audio is king. Audio stops you, not walking around looking at a doggone screen all day. And some people say, oh, well, I watched the screen and I've dug targets like that. A blind squirrel finds an acorn every now and then, right? So I didn't have the machine mic'd up, so I had to switch to GoPro audio. That's why it sounds a little bit different than the mic'd up stuff, but hey, we can still hear it, right? And we're gonna go back. Sorry about that, guys. I like to mic up both machines, but hey, I messed up that time. Let's look at the Manticore and just talk about it for a minute. Let's put the Manticore in high conductor. That matches the CTX, you know, as far as being hotter on silver. Let's talk about the Manticore iron scale. Somebody said, I find it odd that the numbers are the same on the ferrous and non-ferrous. Look at the line under it. Go read this. It has a 0 to 99 iron scale too. The line pops up, or you could change it where to give you a red number. I just like the line. If the line's not present, it's non-ferrous. If the line's present under it, it's ferrous. So you'll get a mixed reading, just like you do with the CTX, with the two dots, 2 trace points, and cover speed of 6. Nothing massive there. The thing goes to 8. We're running at 6. We got recovery fast on 7 and 3 on upper and lower, and that is what we hunt with here. So if you look at my videos and you see us out relic hunting, we're hunting with a 7 and a 3. So with that being said, we really got the Manticore handcuffed with the, and I do want to show you guys something. I'm going to take the ring out before I show you guys this. Watch. It's not, you hear that, right? It's just iron, right? I'm going to put it all the way back over so we know where it's at. To be fair and consistent is what we want to do. And like I said, I don't have a working relationship with Minelab. I don't get free stuff from them. I don't sell metal detectors. I don't care what you use, but I'm fixing to show you something. If you are a serious metal detectorist, you might want to look at this and pay attention. If you're using that $2,000 metal detector versus $1,299 metal detector in 2025, you really, really want to pay attention here. And will a CTX fanboy come out and say, this is very interesting, Calabash. We need to really look at this, and there might be something to it. Well, we'll see. Watch the coil height. Watch the coil height. And it's gone. Now, we are at 20 sensitivity. We could bump to 22. Let's make sure it's stable, though. We don't want to be running if it's unstable. Got high EMI here. Got great EMI handling capabilities. Look at the ID. Now, which one machine is kicking butt on that test? Did you see that coil height? Let's show that again. Let's look at the ID. Let's just look at the ID for a second. You see that? Non-ferrous ID. So you hear the tone, you stop, you investigate. See that red line come in? That's what we were talking about. That's the code mix targets, just like you see on the CTX. Notice the screen pulling down towards the non-ferrous line. See it painting down towards the non-ferrous line? Okay. Now, let's take the handcuffs off the Manticore. So if you're a relic hunter, I don't use high conductor to relic hunt. I use the best unmasking program on this machine, and I'm going to show it to you. So if you're hunting hammereds and all of that stuff over in the UK, we may have to back it off because it is running a different frequency set, and we are using wireless mics. Nothing changed. Look. Okay. This is low conductors. This means that the machine is running a higher frequency set or processing a higher weighted frequency, which makes it better on low to mid conductors and also makes it better at unmasking in heavy iron on high conductors and low to mid conductors. This is the baddest unmasking program on this machine. So there's no CTX videos versus Manticore videos like this explaining what Multi-IQ2 has done or Plus has done from FBS2. If you guys can't look at that particular test and see that there's something going on here, well, you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? And, you know, so let's just look. Watch this. Let me get this camera off. It's just hurting my hand. Okay, watch this. That's almost unbelievable, right? I mean, hold on. Let's just look at this. Hold on. Let me get this yardstick. Let me go back up and measure it, and let me just show you. It's not the iron. Put the ring right back up against the plastic so there's no hoodoo voodoo. Watch this now. Oh, and let me show you. It's also giving a non-ferrous target tone. Yeah, this is... if this is not eye-opening to CTX users, then I can't help you here. The old boy, the Yank from the United States, just can't help you. I'm gonna try not to move it. I went up and down. Let me go. Somewhere right in there. Right in there. Well, stupid me's got the stick backwards, upside down, around and around. Let's try that one more time. Let's get this stick out. Edit. Okay, this ain't so easy to do. I'm trying to hold a stick, hold a machine. Let's just shorten the doggone machine up. This might help some. This camera's got to go. All right, let's try it. No doubt right there. $10 inches. I mean, come on, guys. What you gonna say about that? What is there to say? Mic drop.